They said it would be funny, they said he'd laugh about it later, but when Daniel, a quiet single dad working 2 jobs, walked into that restaurant for a blind date he never asked for, and saw the looks on his co-workers' faces hiding behind the glass outside, he had no idea this night would change everything, and if you're watching this right now, stay till the end. His final words didn't just silence the room, they shook the internet, inspired millions, and might change how you see people forever. And hey, if stories like this move you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more powerful real-life lessons. Daniel hadn't been on a date in 3 years. Not since his wife passed away from a sudden illness, leaving him to raise their little girl, Emily, alone. Every morning he packed her lunch, braided her hair, badly, and walked her to school before rushing to his factory shift. Every night, exhausted, he read stories to her until she fell asleep holding his sleeve. He told everyone he was too busy to date, but the truth, he just couldn't imagine anyone wanting a man who came with so much emotional baggage. So when his co-workers insisted for weeks that he needed a fresh start, he didn't expect they were planning something cruel. They told him they'd found a match, someone kind, sweet, and excited to meet him. They said she was perfect for him. They didn't tell him it was a joke. When Daniel entered the cozy little restaurant, he scanned the room and spotted her immediately, a young woman sitting alone at a corner table, wearing a soft lavender dress. She was plus-sized, visibly anxious, twisting a napkin with trembling fingers. Her eyes darted toward the door, hopeful, then embarrassed, as if she was expecting disappointment. Her name was Mia. Daniel approached with a nervous smile. "Hi. I'm Daniel." Her face brightened in relief, then dimmed again, like she wasn't sure she deserved that smile. You actually came?" she asked softly. Daniel frowned. "Of course I did. We're supposed to be meeting, aren't we?" Mia hesitated. "I wasn't sure. I thought maybe they were messing with me again." He didn't understand what she meant, but he would soon. They sat. They talked. And slowly, something unexpected happened. Mia was funny, smart, brutally honest in a way that felt refreshing. She told him she worked at a small animal rescue, spent weekends painting, and had recently adopted a disabled dog no one else wanted. Daniel found himself smiling more than he had in months. Outside the restaurant window, though, his co-workers were stifling laughter. One held up a phone, filming. Another whispered loudly enough for Mia to hear, "Look at him, he doesn't even get it." Mia froze. Her shoulders tensed. Her eyes dropped to the table. Daniel turned around. That's when he saw them, saw the camera, saw the smirks. The realization hit like a punch. They hadn't set him up with someone they thought matched him, they set him up to mock him. To laugh at her weight. To watch him squirm, and worst of all, they used her pain as entertainment. Before he could speak, Mia swallowed hard and stood up. "I'm sorry," she whispered, voice cracking. "I shouldn't have come. I knew this was too good to be true." She grabbed her purse and rushed toward the exit. The men outside snickered. One even called out, "Hey, at least pretend you're on a diet, sweetheart." The restaurant fell silent. Daniel stood up so fast his chair toppled. He walked straight to the front window, pushed the door open, and stepped outside. His co-workers grinned. They expected him to laugh with them, to join in. Instead, Daniel raised his voice loud enough for the entire street to hear. "You think she's a joke?" he said, shaking with anger. "You think someone's worth is measured by their body? Or their looks? Let me tell you something, she showed more kindness in 1 hour than any of you have in years." Their smirks vanished. "And if you think I'd ever be embarrassed to be seen with someone like her," he continued, "then you don't know me at all. I'd be proud, to be with a woman who has more heart than all of you combined." People on the street stopped and stared. A few diners inside pressed their faces to the glass. But Daniel wasn't done. "You didn't humiliate her. You didn't humiliate me. You humiliated yourselves. And I hope one day you realize that cruelty isn't funny, it's just pathetic." Not one of them had the courage to respond. Daniel turned away, leaving them stunned, and ran after Mia. He found her sitting on a bench a block away, wiping tears with her sleeves. He approached slowly, sitting beside her quietly. "You didn't deserve that," he said. "And I'm so sorry they tried to make you feel less than you are." She sniffled. Why are people like this? Because they're empty, he said softly. They want to fill their emptiness by tearing others down. She looked at him, eyes red. Do you still want to have dinner? Daniel smiled gently. Only if you'll let me. Her laugh, shy, shaky, but real, was the most beautiful sound he'd heard in years. Weeks passed, dinner turned into long walks, walks turned into shared secrets turned into comfort Daniel hadn't felt since losing his wife. One day, Emily met Mia. The little girl hugged her instantly, as if she already knew this woman had a special place in her father's heart, and Mia, she cried from pure joy. Daniel realized something: she wasn't just part of his life now, she was healing parts of him he thought were gone forever. Months later, a viral video surfaced online, a clip of Daniel's speech outside the restaurant, recorded by a bystander, not his co-workers. It spread everywhere. People called him a hero, a real man, a father teaching the world dignity. But when reporters asked him for a comment, he simply said, "I'm not the hero. The real hero is the woman who kept showing up in a world that tried to make her feel invisible." Those were the words that shook millions. If you're still watching, here's the message Daniel wants you to take with you: people don't need perfection, they need kindness, they need respect, they need someone willing to see their heart before their body. And if this story touched you, even a little, take a second to like this video and subscribe. It helps us share more stories that remind the world what compassion really looks like, because sometimes one moment of kindness can change a life.